Probably the longest video I think I've ever made.
Yeah.
It's coming out soon.
Still didn't make the cut.
And Pete Dawson's not in it.
Oh,
He's not in it, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Hello and welcome to the Abroad in Japan podcast. Probably the best way of learning about life in Japan without actually being in Japan. I'm your host, Chris Broad. We're joined as always by England's man.
England's man.
Most
I'm
man.
England's man. I'm
Who's
England's
here on
most.
my
I'm a
left.
man's man, and I'm in England. So I'm
And he's
England's
Pete
man's
Dawson.
man. Yeah, I am.
How you doing?
How you doing? I was
Hey.
just showing you. My stitches are still hurting. We got some little action figures made of me and Mark from WrestleMe, and they've made me little.
Is that supposed to be you?
Action. Yes, that's supposed to be
Very
me.
muscular.
He is very
This
muscular.
action
yeah.
figure. I'm here in the UK with Pete.
Yes,
I'm
you
back.
are.
I'm back just to say hello.
Just to say hello.
And sit in front of his shelf of trophies, of which we have none. He's got like the Football Ramble, 8 awards. The Pete and Luke Show, 10 awards.
I don't know why that footballer's there. It feels like it might be full of old bandages. I think a listener made that, and it scares me.
There's no awards here for Abroad in Japan.
No.
But there is a book, and it's not my book.
No.
So it's the final insult.
Well, once you write your second
Why
book,
haven't we won an award?
I don't think we
Look
really.
at all the great
we go
things
for
we've
such-
done.
Well, I think we should win awards. Actually,
Yeah. How do
Pulling
you
up
win an
some trees.
award? What have we got to do?
I think most modern podcast awards are predicated on you being a celebrity who'll turn up to the awards, or you are friends with the people who are judging them.
I did win an award last year, not for the podcast. It was
What?
it was the Book Awards.
Right?
It's
Yes,
quite a big one.
You should be able to.
Independent Book
You were
Award.
really high up in the charts for like a long time.
Yeah. But what was cool is it wasn't about like you've sold the most books, well done, have some award. It was the booksellers actually voted Abroad in Japan, which is kind of like washed away the self-doubt a little bit when someone's like, oh, it was good, I voted for it.
You
Nice.
didn't have any self.
Uh,
Come on.
There was definitely a degree of imposter syndrome with the book. Because I thought, everyone's just buying it because they like Abroad in Japan. They're
Yeah.
nice people.
May I recommend listening to or watching or reading one of Richard Osmond is a television presenter.
Yeah. He's good. lad.
And he wrote a couple of books, and it's been turned into like a Netflix TV show. And I've read some of one of the books, and
Some of one of the books.
I mean, what I'm saying is read that. Read one of his murder books.
Is it good?
Just read it and find out. I don't think they're very good.
Okay.
I think they're awful. In fact, I think they're absolutely awful.
Oh no!
But he got his book deal because he got
He's
a
a
bit
good
of got a bit of juice. But everyone's buying his bloody boot.
That's what I
books.
felt because I was like, I got a big following.
Right.
Sell the book.
Yep.
People are just buying because they're viewers rather than
Doesn't
but,
work. Doesn't always work.
But actually, yeah, there was a review in the Times by Richard Lloyd Parry, who's a really good writer. Wrote some books that we've talked about, like Ghost of the Tsunami and People Who Eat Darkness. Very good books. Recommend them. Covering more darker sides of Japanese culture. And he gave it a pretty favourable review, 4 out of 5. And I was like, fuck, that's cool.
awesome.
I was really scared to read that review. I was like, he's going to destroy me. And
Yeah, you'd think that like you doing your job, as discussed on the previous episode. Like I imagine there's a bit of resentment because you would have got a bigger advance than most.
I know the
Wasn't them
no. The advance I got on the original book was shit.
Yeah,
no,
you did.
No offense to it was really low. The people
you told me the difference between the first and second advance, and with good cause, it was some multitudes larger the second time round.
Yeah, I feel Penguin really didn't think it would do well.
Yeah.
They were like,
Because they've been burned before.
here's £5. We want change. I wrote the first book out of passion, and I'm writing the second book out
For
of passion.
money.
No, there's no money.
Money.
That's the thing, though. The 6 months spent writing a book, I could make a lot more money by just making videos and doing other things. But it has to really come from somewhere.
The ego.
And the first book, shut the fuck up. You've written a book. You're as bad as anyone.
There. Football Ramble. Read
oh,
my
you've got
book.
your book
Got
on
my
the
book
shelf.
there.
Yeah.
Got my book
Fucking
there.
hell.
Yeah, Football Ramble.
Oh,
Very nice.
I'm gonna leave a bad review. Football Ramble rubbish. Ghost written nonsense. Filth. But yeah, that was cool writing a book. It was good fun.
Yeah, honestly can't wait for the next one. Honestly can't wait for the next one.
It's not going to be as good as the first one. But I mean, it's going to be better.
Yeah.
It's a different book.
It's a different
book. It's a travel book.
How do I play my
It's the
win?
antithesis of this, right?
Right.
Because I basically... Here's the thing about guidebooks. nobody reads
not,
it.
Not another episode about. Oh, yeah, nobody reads the full guidebook, do they? Yeah.
This is every episode that I'm here in the UK. Is me just picking
Having
this
a go
up.
at a
Hi, Lonely
guidebook,
Planet,
yeah.
rubbish. It's like who opens? It's just so heavy and bulky and boring,
and
nobody
especially
reads it.
for like a vibrant city like Tokyo, Osaka, etc., Fukuoka, where things change all of the time.
Well, I think it's a very objective book, so it's just like reeling off facts. Like the temple was built in 1860.
And it would have been like from 20 years ago, all those facts. So it would have been pre-internet, well, pre-mass internet.
Well, I'm trying to make a book that covers all of Japan without prejudice,
Right.
and makes you want to read every chapter about every prefecture, right?
Yeah.
And I've imbued each prefecture with personal stories. So it's kind of just like reading a series
He
of
rates
stories.
all the babes in the city.
Well, do you know,
Says,
like,
this is an absolute babe cave.
women in Akita are 7 out of 10. Women in... So interestingly, in Japan, Akita is famous for having like Akita Bijin.
Right, what's
Bijin means like beautiful woman.
Ah, Akita Bijin.
Akita Bijin.
Yeah.
Hartlepool Bijin.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Is that Hartlepool Bijin?
There was one place, was it Serbia? Serbia has got the most good-looking people, I would say, out of the whole of
You
Europe.
should write a book, Serbia Bijin, by Pete Donaldson.
Pigeon.
It would make
Bijin.
no sense in Japanese.
Sir, I read a book about
But
European
it's cool, isn't it?
babes.
In Japanese, you've got words that we don't really have. We
No.
have to have 2 words, don't we? Beautiful woman. In Japan, it's just one. Bijin.
Bijin, so it's beautiful person.
Yeah, bi means a beautiful jin person.
Oh,
Right? Gaijin, bijin.
Gaijin,
All
Bijin.
the gins.
Sounds like pigeon. I was obsessed with pigeons.
Gin and tonic. It's great. What are we fucking talking? I
Can't
say
remember.
yes, that's the book.
You rating
Going
babes.
around.
You going around Japan rating babes.
So Akita has Akita Bijin. The
Right.
most beautiful because they are the palest essentially. Because there's like it's just
Ill.
no
Everyone's
sun
ill.
in whatever.
Right, I
There's no sun
see.
in Akita. But then I think Sendai has a bad reputation, and it's like they're all ugly.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying this. I don't make up the rules.
He's not. His eyes are closed to pigeons now.
Having travelled, I can say
Only one pigeon in his life.
in terms of appearance, there is no real. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a strong distinction between Akita and Sendai.
No. I remember like
So
when
there's
I
a strong
was
distinction in personality by
right.
different prefectures. So
Okay.
someone from Osaka, way more chatty and outgoing. If you took 10 people from Osaka and 10 people from like Miyagi or Akita,
Yeah.
the 10 people from Osaka, there's a much higher chance that they're going to be
Confident
more
and-
conversational,
right.
more
Yeah.
confident, a bit more kind of
Bit
rough
more
around the
around.
edges,
Right.
a bit more fun.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
Same as North and South England.
That's always that kind of. I can't stand the whole kind of like I'm from up north, so I'm like friendlier. It's not. It's got a chip on your shoulder about being from up north.
It's true. I did book signings in London, Nottingham, and Leeds.
Right.
And the people in Leeds and Nottingham were a lot more like easy to chat with. London, I mean, there were more people than the London one, but like people, were more chatty and fun.
Yeah, okay.
I was sitting opposite a couple on the train on the way here because I travel by train, and didn't really want to talk with me and my friend Dave. I was just
They
like,
didn't want to talk to you.
I was like, how you doing? They're
Well,
like,
you
yes.
talk-
It was just
Hang
like,
on. You got on a train in London.
I got
And
a
just
tra-
started
no,
talking
in
to some
Kent,
random people
in Kent.
in God's
And
own
they
country.
we had a table, and we
Right.
sat opposite them.
You went. Oh,
And
you
they
doing?
played cards,
Right.
and I was eating my Pret sandwich. And
It will have been one of those. It will have been one of those meatball marinaras. It's just horrible,
It's bacon.
stinking up the.
But
Stinking up the
I
carriage.
was like, oh, this would be cool. We'll have a chat. Know what they're doing, and
Oh,
that didn't
The
happen.
worst. No, nobody needs that.
But if it was
it's a
North
bank holiday
England, they'd be
Monday.
like, what are you doing here then? Oh, it's lovely, isn't it, the train?
Oh,
People in North are more for chatting and fun.
moving box.
People
There's a
in the
box
north.
of wheels on that goes on
And
some
it's
rails.
the same in Japan.
No,
It's the same in Japan.
Interesting.
But
The women of Serbia don't want to talk to me.
but that's what the book's about.
Right.
And,
Okay.
so this book, nobody reads it. It's very big, clunky. You
Mm.
might get a few facts from it.
Yeah.
If you've read the whole Lonely Planet guide, tell us in the
Yeah.
comments below.
Did you get any hints and tips that you later fell foul of,
Yeah.
endured? Let's
I'm
know.
not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I want a guidebook you actually want to read because there's a sort of subjective, interesting story in there. You know.
A broadjapanpodcast@gmail.com. Get in touch. Doing the admin for you because I know sometimes when you're out of your studio, you forget to do the admin, or you forget how
You
to
do.
do the admin. So I'm helping
Oh, thanks.
in many
mate.
ways.
He's finally.
When are we
helping.
going to not having a Gmail account?
Oh,
It's terrible, isn't it?
we got a story this week from Will, who says, "Hello,
Hello.
hello, Chris and Pete. First off, I want to say I like the podcast and all the work you do. to keep us informed about Japan. It's a highlight for me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Will. That said, oh no, no. That
Stop.
said, I hate it. I visited Japan this May as part of a tour group, and honestly, it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Oh.
I absolutely fell in love with the country and its people. Everyone I met was so kind, warm, and genuinely fun to be around. That being said, my trip wasn't without a few awkward moments, particularly in Kyoto. I couldn't help but notice a certain tension among some locals, likely due to over-tourism. It made me quite self-conscious, so I was extra careful to be respectful and well-behaved. Unfortunately, the same could not be said for everyone in my group. One incident really stood out during an optional tea ceremony experience. The staff at the tea house were absolutely wonderful, radiating warmth and hospitality. Before the ceremony began, however, our host took time to explain every detail, including the bow that would start the ritual. Picturing like a fucking bow and arrow firing at a teapot. The bow that would start the ritual. The moment the host bowed, one of the group members whispered, "What the fuck is she doing?" I don't know. Again, we're making some assumptions here. What the fuck is she doing? Loud enough that I'm sure she heard. I was mortified. It felt unbelievably disrespectful. And I couldn't believe someone would say something so thoughtless in such a serene and meaningful setting. So my question for you both is, what's the rudest or most shocking behaviour you've seen or heard from tourists in Japan recently, especially during this current tourism boom? Many thanks, guys. Will, who travelled with a group.
Oh, well, there we go.
What have you seen? What have you seen?
I mean, just that sort of...
That's sad, though, isn't it? What the fuck is she doing? What are you doing?
Just people... I think it's the disrespectful thing, isn't it? It's probably for me, story I've told before, two lads who were insistent that they wanted to tell us about the best strip club in Hiroshima. We were in Hiroshima in front of the bombed out bank building, and one of them said, "Have you been to a strip club in Osaka that's got 5 floors?" I said, "I haven't. I won't. Thank you very much."
Who were these people?
They were Marines.
Oh, right, I thought they were your mates.
They were Marines. No, they weren't my mates. They were drinking Strong Zero at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, there's a big old army base near there.
Is there? Right, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I thought that's disrespectful. You just don't... I think when people are just... I don't know, when you see sort of dickheads filming on the Shibuya Scramble Crossing, where they like run out and lie down and take stupid videos or whatever, and it's just like, people are just trying to get to where they need to be. So why don't you just treat this as a public space that we're all using and enjoying, and let's not get in people's way for no reason, in my opinion. But I would say that everywhere. I'd say that in Oxford Street. I'd say that everywhere. Just a pain in the bum to see people just getting in other people's way because their life is... because everyone's NPCs apart from them.
Yeah, true. I mean, there's going to be bad people everywhere. I actually can't think of any time of recent where I've seen anything bad. I always rant about the damn go-karts, so I won't do it again, but there's
a few people like try to body check you and stuff at times, aren't they?
What's that?
Like they sort of body, like they knock into you and stuff. They knock into you, man.
Oh, right,
those guys, yeah.
But they're not tourists.
Good point, actually, yeah.
I honestly, I really don't see that. I just see loud people sometimes being too loud, and some drunken activity. I
think past 10 o'clock at night.
The moment I stopped going to Hub, the British pub chain, I saw a lot less depravity.
But you know for a fact that if you stay out, if you go out somewhere and you're out past 10 o'clock and you see something that you don't want to see, that's your problem. You know that if you go out past 10 o'clock, people are going to be drunk in the street and they're going to be causing bother. So just stay in your hotel.
Good rule of thumb.
Good rule of thumb
for life.
Good rule of thumb.
But what is the news story this week? I can't find it.
Oh, the news story this week is, here we are, a city in Japan wants you to stop using your bloody mobile phone.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Toyoake City in Aichi Prefecture is planning to introduce a pretty unusual rule. They've drafted a bill called, it's a really catchy title, The Ordinance Regarding the Promotion of Appropriate Use of Smartphones and the Like.
Oh, my God. This sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, certainly for children, probably. The city wants residents to cap their screen time on smartphones, tablets, gaming devices, and PCs to just 2 hours a day. Good fucking luck with that one, buds. And yes, that includes adults with exceptions only for work or study. The city says that the idea stems from real concerns. Too much screen time can mess up sleep, hurt our health, and cut down on meaningful family conversations. It's apparently... you can't read a book. You can read a book, that's fine, but an ebook counts towards your 2 hours.
No.
Watching online videos,
God.
nope, that's disallowed over 2 hours. But you can watch TV for however long you like.
This is already the stupidest thing I've
I
ever
guess,
heard.
but if you've got a TV in your front room and your family are there and stuff, everyone's enjoying that. It's a sort of thing that everyone's doing, that they're all getting involved in. But like, if you're on your smartphone or on your phone or on a personal television device, or that big telly I had my neighbour help me home with earlier on today, it's just one of those things where you're like, it probably makes more sense to look after the people's.
But I need people on their phone to watch Abroad in Japan on,
It's a good point,
YouTube.
actually. Well, you're allowed to, if you do 2 hours a month, was it 2 hours a day? So if you release 2 hours a day of footage, so what's that? So like, if you release 2 hours of footage a day, that's all they can watch.
Perfect.
Absolutely ideal.
A big stream.
Absolutely ideal.
It just feels like, is there not more important things like the collapsing economy?
Yeah.
Should we focus on the collapsing economy?
But when people criticise people trying to make things slightly better for people, I do sort of think, you can, as a government, walk and chew gum at the same time. Like you can have fight on a lot of fronts, I think.
I think in a school environment,
Yes.
use of smartphones should be banned for the day.
What?
And I think with some schools where you have to put it in like a special bag,
a special
sealed
bag.
up.
Yeah.
I've only seen this recently.
There is no reason. Like, there just isn't any reason why you need your smartphone.
Well, I watch Abroad in Japan in
oh,
class.
watch Abroad in Japan. You get your dinner time. You can watch Abroad in Japan.
Screw maths class. Put Abroad in Japan on.
But I like it. When I was driving yesterday. I was driving for like 2 hours and I missed out on a message that I needed to send or whatever. And I felt a bit like, oh, what? I've had 2 hours without my phone and I couldn't get back to it. And I felt really like I'd let that person down. But it was like just a login for a wrestling website. It wasn't really that important. But and also I didn't have time to change the password, so he's now got every password. It's my password
God.
basically for
Dangerous.
all of my stuff. So
Hartlepool 123.
Mark Innes from WrestleMe can get into all my shit now.
This legislation is going to affect 70,000 people potentially. It feels a bit like the whole you've got to log in you've got to show your age in the UK now.
Oh
something.
yes, I logged into a site, not an adult site, but like an adult site. It wasn't like a porno site. It was like I can't remember what it was now, but it was, I don't know why, but it just said you just need to upload a picture for AI purposes. And I just dragged like what it was on my desktop, and it was a picture of the Chelsea fullback Marco Cucurella in a hospital bed asleep.
Oh my God.
And I just uploaded it, and it went, yeah, fine. In you go. Have you uploaded your famous face to any grubby sites to get
everywhere.
in?
I'm on famousbirthdays.com, Pete. I'm in the big
Yes.
leagues. I'm
Good
in the
stuff.
big fucking league.
Am I on? I've got a Wikipedia.
Have you got a famous birthday?
It was the day that Hitler died, April 30th.
Mine was the day Queen Elizabeth II was born.
There we go. That's a good one. That's a pretty good
Famousbirthdays.com.
one. Yeah.
I made a video taking the piss out of them like 10 years ago this week.
What, the royal family?
Yeah, I was like, no, the fucking famous birthdays.
Right, okay.
And
yeah.
my reward was famous birthdays went, wow, your famous birthdays account has received loads of traffic. And now every year they message me wishing me a happy birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
There you
Little bot telling you it's your birthday, which you
there's
already
a
know.
man somewhere in a room who runs famous birthdays.
Such famous birthdays.
But, I mean, it's weird that how are they going to implement this for adults? This rule where you can only use your phone for certain amounts of time.
Yeah, you think it's the sort of thing that you could probably just have a go at doing it yourself, couldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Like you could just have a like on your own computer or tablet or phone, you could just sort of set a little restriction for yourself and yeah.
Well, this is if they approve it, this is going to kick in on October 1st. But how are they going to implement it? Because you can't install something on everyone's phone.
No.
Shut it down.
I think it's just a general kind of keep an eye on that, will you?
So it
Costs no money.
Well, it says there
to
aren't any
implement.
penalties if someone breaks the guideline. It's more of a polite. It's more of a polite suggestion than a rule.
Right.
So that makes it a bit better.
But
it's probably a good idea. Like,
but there's a lot of people in my lives who sort of go, wouldn't it be brilliant if no one used mobile phones? It's toxic. Yes, it is, but it's happened now, so don't worry about it.
I saw like
So pretend you're cool.
stupid AI video, and it was like set in the 80s, and it's people just sitting like a car in the 80s in this like neon lit car park. Right. It looks quite cool, and they're like, "Join us in the 80s. We don't have phones. We talk to each other still," and it's just like reinforcing how the 80s were better because there was no smartphones.
Have a word with yourself. It's just such nonsense.
And they keep looking at the camera as though they're vloggers, being like, "Join us.
It's
Come
so
here,
it's so
join us
weird.
in
Like,
the
but do you know
80s.
it's a really freaky. You made a little AI Pete Donaldson earlier today, didn't you? It's horrible.
It was good.
Absolutely
It was better than
horrible.
the real. I fed your face into a picture of you into some software, and it made you talk and do weird things.
It instantly turned me.
You got your
Latino.
phone. You were holding a camera. You were holding a phone.
Good picture
and
that.
took the
Quite like the
picture,
picture. I look like
and
I'm
it
in a
animated
film.
you smashing the phone. It's pretty creepy.
But it instantly sort of takes all your face and then instantly makes you not look like what you actually look like. It's
And
weird.
then you looked at the camera and join us in the 80s.
Join us in the 80s.
We had no
when I was
phones.
born.
No phones here.
Join us where Hitler's
Um,
dead.
But I don't know what I mean, I know for a fact, and I said before that I feel better when I spend less time on my phone.
Yeah.
But my life requires me to be on my phone an awful lot
Right.
of time.
Yeah.
But I look forward to the day when I don't have to be on my phone an awful lot.
I'll probably get arthritis in the old hand, so I don't know.
I've already got it.
I won't be able to operate it anyway. I have to be a voice. I'll have to get one of those special glasses that have a little sort of. There's less glasses that like CEOs do in TED Talks. They've got little scripts in their glasses.
What?
Like little LEDs.
That exists?
Yeah.
Why don't I have that?
Good
in
idea.
my
It's like to
videos?
have your little scripts and stuff in there. I think you can tell that it's on your glasses stuff. You look really hard.
I've always avoided using like teleprompters and stuff on YouTube. I used it one time, and I was like, "This is so much easier."
It's so much easier.
But
But
you
I
just
think,
read off a script, and you
but
have to like act it out and pretend like you're being spontaneous.
but you really have to kind of you got to look where your eyes are. You've got to kind of half read what's being read, or you need to be quite far away from the teleprompter to make it look realistic.
I think you can tell if someone's using one
Yes, yeah,
generally,
yeah.
and I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like the way I do a video where I'm like shooting in the studio is I'll have a rough script and I'll
Yeah.
sort of memorize it and
Right.
then speak it to camera.
That's the problem that I have, not being able to memorize anything.
I memorize it badly. Well, that's my advice if you get into the world of YouTube.
Get yourself a teleprompter, or don't get yourself a teleprompter.
Don't memorize it.
Right,
Memorize it, and don't use your phone.
legalize it.
And go on your phone for 2 hours a day. We'll be back in a moment, guys, with your stories, comments, and questions over in the fax machine.
Wow.
Now we're back with the fax machine. What do we got this week, Mr. Dawson?
Oh, you sound a bit sad there. Herbie's got in touch. Hi guys,
I
I
am sad.
recently
Our coffee's just run out.
I am sad. I finished my coffee. Hi guys, I recently returned from the trip to Japan and Thailand. A trip of the lifetime, even though it was pretty roasting. On my return flight, I had someone who decided to recline their seat to its full capacity, which meant I had about 13 hours of flying with the seat mere inches from my face. I've spoken about this with a friend who thinks it's perfectly acceptable to do this as they've paid for the seat, whereas I think it's the height of asshole behaviour. Where do you guys stand on this issue? Herbie, I have pretty strong feelings on the whole recliner.
I mean, what is your feeling?
It's 13 hours.
You sit business class.
No.
Business
not
Dawson.
anymore. Not on Radio Money anymore. Yeah, I have very strong feelings. It's a seat that reclines that you paid for. It is it's a Ponzi scheme. The person at the front reclines. Person at the front reclines. Next row reclines. Reclines. The guy at the back gets screwed. Right? That's just how those seats work. And if you're not wanting to be close to that seat, just recline your seat. It's 13 hours. You need a bit of room to have a little rest.
You got to recline.
You got to recline. It shouldn't be. There's people who are like passagging, getting these little metal implements that stop seats from reclining, or some people who just put their hands up there and stuff. It's an astonishing hill to die on. Personally.
I mean, you got to recline.
You got to recline.
I would do it.
You got to recline.
I would do it.
I would do it as soon as food service is finished.
As soon as the
we're
seatbelt
reclining.
lights off, back.
It is, yeah, because you get your best sleep when you first.
It's a bit awkward though.
It's annoying, but
in
I mean,
Japan, I think you're supposed to look at the person behind you and be like, "Oh, simasen,
yeah.
simasen, chair time,
Chair time.
chair time." You do that on the bullet trains. You do that.
Yes, but there's a lot more room. You could full
Well, yeah.
recline. Yeah. The only time you can't really recline is when someone's got their laptop out and they've got it on the desk. But then still,
Fuck them.
yeah, fuck them. Like it's a fuck them. Like I'm pretty considerate in every. I wouldn't say boat or goose in most of my lives. In most of my walks of life, but yeah, just anybody not reclining because they think it's not allowed. That's crazy. That's crazy for me.
In
Crazy.
conclusion, though, Herbie, yes.
Yes.
Put your
Good
seat back.
God, put yours back.
Let the
for
chain
crying out loud.
continue.
Yes.
Pay it forward. Pay it backwards. Hello, Chris and Pete. It's a bucket list dream of mine to visit Japan, as the culture and lifestyle seems so fascinatingly different to our own in the UK due to an auditory processing issue. that I have, I sometimes can't understand what people are saying to me, especially in noisy environments, and I'm worried this may affect my trip. I heard, no pun intended, that learning some basic Japanese is important, and I've learned a few. But actually processing the answers could be beyond my ability. Even if I spoke the language fluently, could this potentially make a trip to Tokyo more difficult? How important would you say verbal communication in any language is in Tokyo or wider Japan? Do you have any tips or information that might help or be useful for death or otherwise for death? I said death. Use tips for death.
Death.
Don't die. Otherwise, hard of hearing travellers. All the best, Ed from Newcastle. Pete, you make me hard of hearing. What advice do you with your loud voice?
I'm someone who also struggles to isolate sounds in quite noisy environments, and though I do like to go dancing, so I am quite a lot of times in like quite loud bars, which has probably contributed to me not being able to, process that sound. But yeah, it's quite hard. I would say that there are a lot of bars that are nice and quiet. There are a lot of eating establishments that are nice and quiet. You will probably appreciate the peace and the quiet if you get out. Certainly, if you get out of like Shibuya and Shinjuku, places like that. Like if you can get out of the noise and the rabble and the squeaking and the beeping and the everything, you can probably enjoy yourself a bit more. So yeah, in Tokyo, you're probably gonna have a rough old time, Ed, if we're honest with ourselves. But yeah, get out of Tokyo, and I think you'll appreciate how quiet and how considerate people are as well.
And I tell people to learn the basic Japanese stuff, your thank yous, your sumimasen, whatever. You don't really need it to get around for 2 weeks. When my parents came, I think I just told them, make sure you know how to say please and thank you and sorry and excuse me and stuff. Learn that, and that's just a matter of courtesy. Other than that, I think you should be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cities in Japan are very loud. I'd say louder than the UK. Somewhere like Osaka, somewhere like Tokyo.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to hear what's going on there. Even I struggle. Lauren says, hello, Chris and Pete. My partner and I are going to Japan this September towards the end of the month. I know it's the rainy/stormy season. So do you have any tips on where to go or first-time activities that aren't too touristy? We love food and music. Already plan to go to the Digital Art Museum and Tokyo Skytree as well as a festival. Love you guys. Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. The storm stuff shouldn't be too bad. It tends to mainly affect Okinawa, Kyushu, that neck of the woods. Yeah, right. Tokyo might get a bit rainy, but generally I don't think it'll be a problem. Just do a workshop.
People do workshop. People do where
learn
you paint.
Craft something.
Yeah, craft something. I like you sort of see them on like Airbnb experiences where you can go and follow a street photographer around or do
They're
some
really pushing
painting.
It, aren't they? Airbnb are really pushing experiences.
Experience my dirty toilet that I have not cleaned for weeks. Perfect for your biologists out there. You can find some exotic microbes. Yeah, it's like that. But yeah, they are pushing them a lot, and you see them doing that stuff, and you are like, oh, that's pretty cool. I quite like to do that one day, and then never do it because I'm scared of people. Yeah, where was that little museum, that tiny museum that has you and Charla in somewhere? The tiny museum.
It's called Small Worlds Tokyo.
Is that in Tokyo? Right. Okay. I wondered where. It's kind of out of the way a little bit.
I went there recently for a video. It's coming out soon, right. And we weren't there. Where we gone?
You've been removed.
I think the whole district got removed.
Scorched earth. Get rid of these guys.
It's pretty bad. And I was like, oh, where's it all gone? They've like, oh, it's gone.
It's gone. One of the planes flew off on it.
Yeah.
They're quite cool. They've got like a full Haneda whatever airport. And
they do, yeah. They got the airport. They got two. It's really cool. So I've got a video coming out actually that's perfect for you guys, Lauren, and anybody listening. It's going to take. It's called 101 Things to Do in Tokyo.
Oh, cool.
Taken 1 billion fucking years to film and edit. Probably the longest video I think I've ever made.
Yeah.
That's coming out soon.
Still didn't make the cut.
And Pete Dawson's not in it.
Oh,
he's not in it, ladies and gentlemen. But that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
As it has been for the last 2 months.
I want to watch it.
We'll do a post-credits, just a shot of Pete Dawson eating a sandwich. But that has lots of good ideas, like going to video game arcades, going to Small Worlds Tokyo. Lots of indoor things to keep you busy in Tokyo. But really, I think the weather will still be better there than it is in the UK.
Yep, I agree.
Don't worry too much.
Fun.
Cool. Keep the stories, questions, comments coming in to abroadjapanpodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back later in the week, guys, to do it over again. But for now, have yourselves a great few days. We'll see you right back here on the Abroad Japan podcast. Bye for now.
Ta-ta.